Hello guys, this is Cesar Creates and welcome back to my channel! The new pack for Planet Zoo, the conservation pack, is finally out and I am here today to do the showcase of all the animals and all the building pieces and also foliage added to the game with a new pack. So we'll go through all the animals one by one. I will show you some animations, I will show you their babies, and I will also show you some Zoopedia facts about them. Then we'll move on to show you guys the building pieces that were added and some possibilities of how you can use them. But first of all, I would like to give a big thank you to Frontier for providing me with an early access to this new DLC. Thank you guys, this means so much to me. This is my second early access, first for a pack with scenery pieces, so yeah, this means a world to me and I am so beyond happy to have this early access. By the way, this is the zoo that I created for sake of this showcase. I hope you guys like it. It showcased a lot of things that were added to the game, but more on that later. Okay, so let's start with this showcase. Firstly, we have the main star of this entire pack, the Amur Leopard, and they are doing this cute animation with the baby. This is such a beautiful animal, I love it so much. Probably one of my favorites, to be honest, from this pack. I think it looks so beautiful, like this pattern is like beyond like amazing. It looks really good. I was a bit like worried when I saw the screenshot of the animal when it was first revealed, that it will look a bit too fluffy like other big cats in the game. Like some of them are looking a bit too like cartoony, but I don't think that it is the case for this one. This is looking so good. Like the face, the eyes, the paws, like those big paws, this beautiful tail, but I am mostly in love with the pattern on that thing. It is looking so beautiful. Come to the light, like show us how you are looking, how beautiful you are. This face of this animal is just so beautiful. So this is the adult, this is the male, I think. Yeah, we have the female. There's no difference basically, I think, between them, but we also have a cute baby. As you can see, the babies of all the big cats are so adorable, but this one with those little spots is also really beautiful. So yeah, here you have the adult and here you have the baby of the Amur Leopard. Really beautiful and really cool animal. It actually has a lot of enrichment items that I can use. This is the enclosure that I like quickly did for it, nothing too crazy. And those are our leopards. So, as I told you guys at the beginning of the video, we will also go through some of the Zoopedia facts about those animals. I won't read everything, not to make this video too long, just the main facts. So, as you can see, the Amur Leopard is critically endangered. As you can see, there is only like 110 individuals left in the wild, so this is really sad. When it comes to the natural habitat, it comes from Asia, from those countries. The biomes for it are taiga and temperate. When it comes to the habitat requirements, from one, you have those ones. As you can see, it doesn't require the water, but it likes to swim. Then we have the great free climb-proof fence, 3 meters. When it comes to the group size, as like almost all the big cats besides I think the lion and maybe cheetah, I think cheetah is up to 3. You can have 1 up to 2, 1 male and 1 female. They are natural with humans, so not too shy. Can guests enter the habitat? Obviously no. So we have 1 to 3 offspring per mating event. I only have 1 in my habitat, and then the reproduction in captivity is average, so it shouldn't be too like easy or too difficult to breed them. When it comes to the research and stuff, those are the enrichment items that it can use, as all the big cats or cats in general in this game, it can use a lot of them. Those are the food enrichments. I really love the rotation line feeder. It is so cool. When it comes to the interspecies enrichment, it doesn't have any, obviously, with other animals. Another animal added with this new pack is the Przewalski horse, and it is another really beautiful animal. I love those horses so much. Like their fur texture, those manes and the tail, it all looks so good, and I really like their hats, their faces. Really beautiful animal. I am so happy that they were added. They were very high on my wish list when it comes to the animals that I wanted to be added in Planet Zoo. As you guys can see, they have some color variations, maybe not crazy, but this one, for example, is slightly darker. There's one that is like paler. And yeah, they are just beautiful. They have really cool animations. Their mating animation is really cool. When I will be able to like catch it, I will add it to this video. I hope that I would. So this is the adult, obviously, but we also have a little pony somewhere in here. Here we have it. And as you guys can see, it is just adorable. It is like paler than the adults, but this face, the like those big ears, this tiny like tail, really such a beautiful animal. Like Frontier is killing it with the new animals added with every pack. Like this pack is no exception. I feel like all those animals are so well made, like beautiful. Just look at this baby. So here we have the animation of the horse using the piano. Yeah, this is so cool that it was added. Quite funny, but very unexpected. But yeah, they do use this enrichment item. When it comes to the Zoopedia facts about the Przewalski horse, as you guys can see, it is an endangered animal. It is reintroduced and semi-wild in national parks and reserves, so there are around 1,900 of them. They come from Asia. Those are the countries where they were reintroduced to. The biome is the grassland, and those are the requirements for one individual, and this is the fence that you guys should use. The species data, the group size for them is 3 up to 8, 1 male and up to 7 females. They are confident with humans, so they shouldn't be too shy in your enclosures. The guests cannot enter the habitats, and they have 1 offspring per mating event, and the reproduction in captivity is average. As you guys can see, here are the enrichment items it can use. There are quite a lot of them, so this is really cool. The musical keyboard is the best one in my opinion. And there are some food enrichment that they can use as well. For example, the scarecrow feeder. When it comes to the interspecies enrichment, it is actually enriched by sharing the habitat with the Bakshian camel. So this is really cool. I can see really cool like enclosures for those two guys together. So yeah, really cool stuff. So the next animal added to the game is the Siamang, our first gibbon added to the game. It is looking beautiful. I love its face and eyes, really like well made stuff in here. As you guys can see, there is their new enrichment item. I mean this new climbing frame. They are using it all the time. Like they are climbing it, they are using it, and they are doing their brachiation animations. They can hang there like this one in here, and they can also like move around it like using their hands. But I will make sure to record that because this is really cool. They are really loud. I love their sounds, but they can be very loud. They are doing this choiring that was added to the game. For example, the Wolves should also do it. This is basically that when one starts to like do the sounds, the other ones follow it and they do this choir thing. As you guys can see, they are using it quite a lot. They are always some of them is there on this enrichment item. It comes in those prefabs as I did here, like added here, but also you can build this from individual pieces. As you guys can see, those pieces are quite big, but still you can do your things with it. Let me show you the baby, because we have a baby somewhere in here. And then I will try to catch it. Oh, here's the baby on the tree, actually. And then I will try to catch it while doing the brachiation, like moving with it. Okay, you are decided to float. Okay, so this is the baby. Very, very cute. Like, it has a bit different, like, face. But it's so cute. And it's like... the sounds of the baby are a bit like more squeaky, I would say, but it is so cute. So those are the Siamangs. I love how they are moving on the ground, by the way. Oh, there was the brachiation. As you guys can see, yeah, this is moving like this from time to time, and this is really cool. So yeah, as you guys can see, they are using those climbing frames a lot. Really cool addition. I think right now it can be my favorite primates in the game because of how active they are, how loud they are, how much they are climbing, how also beautiful they are, and the way they are moving on the land is so like a bit like funny, but this is how the gibbons are moving. So really well made, really good job on this model, and yeah, I love those guys so much. When it comes to the Zoopedia facts, the Siamang is endangered, the population in the wild is unknown. They live in Asia, in Indonesia, Malaysia and Thailand. The biome is tropical, and here are the requirements for one adult. As you guys can see, the climbing requirement is quite big. This is the grade for the fence, but also if the water will be 6 meters wide and 2 meters deep, it shouldn't be able to cross it because it's not swimming, so we can do, for example, a cool island habitats for it. When it comes to the species data, you can have from 2 to 6 in one habitat. It doesn't like matter for them if those are females or males. Like they don't fight for being an alpha male in the herd or something. So you can have up to 5 males or up to 5 females. The relation with humans is confident, so it shouldn't be shy. The guests cannot enter the habitats. They can have one offspring per mating even, and reproduction in captivity is easy, so it's quite good to know. When it comes to the research status, so we have the fun facts here and the habitat requirements, enrichments. There are quite a lot of them, as you guys can see, and also you have the climbing frame, beams and curves and stuff like that. So also they have quite a lot of food enrichments, so you can build some really like cool habitats for them with a lot of enrichment items. When it comes to the interspecies enrichment, it was enriched by sharing the habitat with the Borean orangutan, so really cool. Also habitat that you can make for those two guys. So, next animal that I would like to showcase is the Scimitar-Horned Oryx. Really beautiful antelope with a beautiful eyes and really cool horns and really cool those patterns, and I love how the colors are blending. I love the fur texture. So really cool, beautiful animal, really cool addition. This is the female. I think that the male is, slightly bigger, as you guys can see. And also here are the babies. The babies are super adorable. They are just tiny, and they have this beautiful color and those tiny little horns. So yeah, I really love this animal. I am very surprised by how much I actually love it. Like, this was also an animal from my wish list, but I just wanted to have it because of its, conservation status, and because this is quite common in zoos. Many zoos have them. That's why I wanted them, but I didn't think that I will fall in love so much with it. It is beautiful. I can see really cool habitats made for it. So yeah, this is just a typical ungulate. It uses the same enrichment items as most of the ungulates in the game, but it is so cool that we finally have it, because I think that this is really exceptional. It looks really beautiful, and I love those long horns on those guys. You have some different color variations. As you guys can see, some of them are more pale, some of them are more like almost like red in here. When it comes to the Zoopedia facts for the Scimitar-Horned Oryx, again, a beautiful picture in here. This is so sad. It is extinct in the wild. Unfortunately, it lives only in zoos and national parks, and there are around 1,800 of them left. I hope that in the future we'll be able to save this species, because they are just exceptional, really beautiful looking animal. When it comes to habitats, natural habitat, they come from Africa. They were reintroduced to those countries in here. The biomes are desert and grasslands. Those are the requirements for one. As you can see, it doesn't require a lot of space. Defense must be great too. When it comes to the species data, they like to live in groups from 3 to 11. You can have only 1 male and up to 10 females. They are shy, so you have to take that into consideration, not to make them too close to entrances, for example. The guests cannot enter the habitat. They have 1 offspring per mating event, and the reproduction in captivity is average. When it comes to the enrichment, those are the fun facts, by the way. The enrichment items are like typical for the ungulate in the Planet Zoo. So you have the rubbing pillar, the grapple, and stuff like that, and those are the food enrichment for it. When it comes to the interspecies enrichment, it has quite a lot. So you can have it with the African buffalo, common ostrich, plain zebra, and reticulated giraffe. I think that mixing them, for example, with an ostrich could be really cool. So yeah, this is the new oryx, the new antelope added to the game. I am always last but certainly not least, we have an exhibit animal. As always, there's one exhibit animal in every pack, and this time it is an axolotl, the animal that I am very excited about, because I am an aquarium hobbyist, and they are really well known to people who are interested in aquariums, because you can simply keep them in aquarium at your home. Many people keep them. They are really cool, I can tell you already. This is the prefab exhibit thing that you get with this pack, showing the things that you can actually create using the pieces that we have now in the game. But let's go and let's show you guys the axolotls. Okay, they bred, that's why they are... I was wondering what happened, but okay. So, as you guys can see, they are here. There's a lot of them. We can do it like that. And they are actually so cool. They are not moving too much, although I think, yeah, this is the one that is slightly moving, like it is a bit swimming from place to place, but I really love those guys. I think that they are beautifully made. If I will be able to zoom in a bit more, like those things, I cannot remember how they are called in English, unfortunately, but the tail, those things here, and the way it looks, as you guys can see, it is like swimming a bit. So yeah, this exhibit is also really beautiful. Oh, and this one leaning on the glass is also like so realistic that those animals just do it. They just like, sit like this, freeze, and can stay like this for hours. But yeah, here is another like swimming one. So this is so cool that they are actually moving a bit, because it brings so much life into this little exhibit. As you guys can see, it is actually swimming. Really, really cool. When it comes to the Zoopedia facts about the axolotl, as you guys can see, there are only around 50 to 1,000 of them. It is probably hard to count them. In the wild, they are critically endangered. The natural habitat, they are from North America. They live in Mexico. This is the requirements for their exhibit. When it comes to species data, you can have 1 to 5. I had like 11 or 12 in there, but you can have 1 to 5, and yeah, there are 2 to 3 offspring per mating event, so you have to be careful because it's only like up to 5. So if they breed, they already have 3 or 2 additional ones, so you have to be careful with that. And the reproduction in captivity is easy, so they will breed like crazy, like some of those exhibit animals. When it comes to research status, as you guys can see, here are the fun facts, and those are the things that you can add to their exhibit. So yeah, and now the thing that we all been waiting for, the new construction pieces added to the game with this new conservation pack. They are just so good. I love all of those pieces so much. We'll go through all of them one by one. I will showcase them all to you guys, so you know what you can expect before buying this new DLC. So we have the new wall set. This is the conservation 3D printed wall, and it is so good. I mean, this texture is looking so beautiful. I already have so many ideas for using it. Of course, we have our traditional pieces, so every time we get a new wall set, we get all of those, the arches, the doors, the curves, the slopes in here, the flooring. The floor is actually so cool. Like, it looks so amazing. Like, I can already see using it in different houses and stuff like that. And also we have this curved one, and it's like, of course, those pieces come also with the non-grid version, so you can just use them however you like, as you guys can see. And of course, they are recolorable, so you can change the colors to everything you want. So really cool stuff. Coming further, we have the new aircon and gutters. So we now have those pipes, or they are not pipes, they're those aircon vents, I think, that you can use on the roofs, for example. You have the 1 meter one, the 2 meter one, and then you have the vents and the aircon vent that you just add in here, and it creates this whole aircon system. Then we have the new set of gutters, the bigger gutters that than we had in the game. They are of course again recolorable. You can do some crazy stuff with it. You can I can see people using it in different ways, not only like the gutters, but I don't know, creating some crazy stuff. We also have a lot of those small pieces that are used to mount the the gutters to the walls, but also I think that they are so versatile. Like, you can use them in so many different ways. And then you have also this gutter drain and some gutter pipes. So those are coming down from the gutters in here. You end it with this one, and then you connect the gutters to those gutters, the half pipes to the pipes, basically. And you have also this small like circle. This is the pipe connection, but those pieces are so like versatile. You can do crazy things with them. Okay, then we have the blinds, and then starts the whole set of the new wooden pieces that are so amazing. You have the blinds, you have the blinds panels, and you have the blind slats. So you can create something like this with it and use it, for example, for your plants, or put it on your windows to create like a real blinds. And I think they are so cool. And also this is all recolorable, so you can change the colors of them. Then we have all this set that is a slat cladding. This is like a main like theme of this pack. So many like different prefabs and stuff are made with those. So starting with those beams, we have the thick version. Our regular like lengths, we have 1 meter, 2 meter, and 4 meters, and then we have the thin version. I think that they have that is such amazing like pattern. They look so good. Of course, again, they are recolorable, so you can change the colors in here. And then you have all of those claddings. You have the curved ones, so you can create like arches. You have curved ones like vertically, so we can create like circles, and then you have all those, you know, vertical ones, and the slopes in vertical and horizontal. My God, my English. Horizontal directions. So we have a lot of them. They are all like again non-grid pieces, so you can use them however you like. They are so like amazing. And what is cool is that every like fourth can be different color, so you can use it in some like crazy way, creating, you know, stuff that you like. I really love it. So yeah, I can see so many like uses for it. I love those pieces, like facades of buildings, like some architectural pieces. Really cool like set of new pieces. Then we have those trellis. So this is something that is used for the plants so that they can climb on those. So this is the hexagon trellis, and you can use it to create those shapes, for example. And then you have the this trellis wall square that you can use to create those things. Really cool stuff. Also, they are recolorable, so you can do whatever you want with those. Then we have this trellis for the plants, new plants added to the game. So really cool. Again, this is all recolorable. So also you can use it for different things, and I think it looks so cool. Then we have the water bat. There are two like pieces that create this one thing. So you have this like bat base, and then you have the water bat, and then you can do it like this because this is all again recolorable. And so then we have the most exciting pieces to me, like the new props that include all the backstage props. So this is amazing to me. My prayers were answered with those. Finally, we have the set of backstage props. And starting with the cardboards, we have the cardboard for apples and for bananas. By the way, those are fresh apples, probably in Blanco language. And there's the banana, I think. So really cool. I love them. They are not recolorable, but really cool. Then we have the pots. The pots are so amazing. Those are the recolorable ones. Those are the terracotta ones that are not recolorable. I already see like me adding them everywhere because I love them so much. You have this like little mulch piece to put in here. I was a bit confused with the food. I didn't know how to use it, and I actually had to Google it because I was like, what do you do with it? And I came up with something like this. So the Google helped me, and now you can create, you know, something like this with this planter, with this pot, so it doesn't like stay on the ground. It looks cool, but those pots are just beautiful. Okay, then we have the gardening frack. This is like a basket, also really cool for using it in your, for example, gardens or something. Then we have the grass roof panels that are both actually in the construction pieces and in the gardening pieces. This is something that you put on the roof to make it look, you know, grassy. But what I love about it is when you turn it upside down, it has this like really cool wooden texture, and I can see myself using it for building basically because it is so good, and also it is recolorable, so you can choose it to change it into your own colors, and yeah, I love this one. This is something really unexpected for me, but this is so cool. The insect hotel. I can see myself putting it in all those places where I don't have any animals. I just have some plants to make them look a bit more interesting. And this is so cool. Of course, it is perfect for a conservation theme. It helps the insects survive. So really cool stuff. It looks also really beautiful and is recolorable as well. And then we start with my favorites, the backstage pieces. So we have the hose. This is the hose card, and then we have the hose that is on the wall, the mounted hose, really cool, of course, recolorable as well. And we have also the top that can be used like that. Also, it is recolorable, so we can do crazy stuff about it with them. I can see myself adding them to all my toilets and backstage. Like, this is just perfect. Then we have the buckets, really cool stuff. Like, you can see buckets in all the backstage areas in zoos. So finally we have them, really beautiful, also recolorable. All of those pieces basically are recolorable, so this is so cool. Then we have the plastic crates, big one and small one. Again, you can change the colors. Really beautiful, really cool. Then we have the watering can, really like something that you see everywhere. I am so like beyond excited looking at this. Like, finally we have the brooms, we have the fork, we have the rake and the shovels. Really, I was so waiting for those. Like, finally we have those guys. So the backstage areas will look now just beautifully with those, like something that the staff would use. So I am very happy with this. They are of course recolorable. I really like also this thing. I can see people using it for building actually. I think it's so cool, like this handle of it. And we have also this travel, and we have the wall hook, so we can use it to mount them to the wall, as you guys can see. Really cool. Those are just amazing. Then we have this card that you have all those pieces separately. This is like a wheelbarrow card. So you have the this thing, then you have the handle, then you have the wheels and so on. And basically you can use it to create this one. I just use those to build this card. Really cool stuff. Again, something that I will put in my backstage areas. Then we have the new wheelbarrow. We already have one, like a wooden one in the game, but here there is another one, also recolorable. Then we have this large waist skip, really cool for backstage areas as well. All those things are cool for backstage areas, but I can see myself using it also a lot. Next, we have the set of vegetables. So from now on, we will have carrots in the game, we'll have the cauliflowers, we'll have the morrows, the potatoes even, and 3 different kinds of pumpkins. Okay, then we have the new lights added to the game. So I created those lamps that you can create with new pieces that were added to the game. Those baskets are so cool, so beautiful. I can see them used in restaurants, in different houses and so on. You have this like base, this light bulb, and then you can add those different baskets. Those are the things like individually, so you have this like light bulb, but then you have this like ceiling rows and the different lamp shades that you can see in here. Then you have this like small solar garden light. This is cool. I can use it. I can see it also used on the ceilings as those small like lights inside of the houses. And then we have like this bigger lamp, more like themed one. You have this one as as the lamppost, like the whole in one piece, or you can have those the stalk and the blossom separately. So those are the new lamps. I am in love with this set. Really beautiful. Like with every pack, we of course get new signs and statues for the animals that were added to the game with this new pack. And of course, this time we have the set of the new animals. So we have the Amur Leopard in here, we have the Axolotls, we have the Przewalski horse, the Scimitar-Horned Oryx, and the Siamangs, as you guys can see. Those are all so beautiful. I love that they are cohesive with the rest that we got recently, and I really love them. I always like to use them. As you guys could see, I use them in the enclosures that I've built for the showcase, so you could probably get a sneak peek somewhere of them before in the video. They are really beautiful. I love the one for the Oryx and the Siamangs the most, I think, but those are also very cute. Okay, so besides the signs for the animals, we also have signs for the bees and the ladybirds, looking like this, and then the signs for the sunflowers, a big one and a small one. And then we are coming to the most favorite thing of the entire pack for me, the new statues for the animals. They are so like funny, fluffy, like this is something very unexpected. We didn't have anything like this before. I love them. I love the design. I love those metal pieces in here. This is so interesting. So we have the leopards. We have the horse. So basically really big, fluffy horses. This is really cool. Like, look at those. And then we have the Scimitar-Horned Oryx, also like it ate a bit too much grass. It's looking like this. And then we have the Siamangs with those really cool long hands. Those ones you could see in one of the reveals. One of the photos when the new pack was revealed. They were hanging on the tree, so this is really cool way of using those. And then we have the reward statue for the Przewalski horse. Of course, if you will complete the timed scenario, you will probably unlock the silver, the bronze, and the golden version, but it is so cool. The new pack comes with a new path. Now you have the natural grass path for your zoos. So this is how it is looking on the dirt like texture, because it blends, like maybe not in this biome, but I think that for example in taiga it could blend quite well with that grass around it. So here is the version without the curb. This is the version with the curb. The curb is actually really cool. Really cool stuff. Like if you want to create those more like natural places in your zoos, then the guests I can totally see them walking over the natural like grass path. So this is really cool. Of course, it is also elevated. You have the elevated version without the railings, and then you can see how the railings are looking, and the railings are so good. I love them so much. I am not sold on the idea of having like a grass on the elevated like path. It is a bit weird, but if you for example cover it with some, I don't know, concrete pieces and so on, and leave this beautiful railing, I think it could look so cool. So yeah, this is how it looks. The stairs are like white and yeah, really cool. And then you have the new set of benches and bins. So you have this new bench in here and the new bin. I really love this bin, and this bench is also really beautiful. Of course, again, recolorable, so you can choose the colors however you like. And then you have this new picnic bench with a new umbrella. Also really cool, really like generic, something that you would see in the zoo basically. So I am really happy with those. Probably one of my favorite sets of those things in the game. Of course, this is also recolorable. You can change a lot of colors in this umbrella, and you can change the color of this bench. And now something that is really exciting for me is the new foliage added to the game. I am a very big fan of foliage in this game. I love it so much. I love very like heavily planted exhibits, so I am always happy when the new foliage is added, and the foliage added in this pack is just exceptional. So you have the new set of trees. This is the Ilaria tree. Oh my god, those names will be terrible for me. So we have it's in 3 different like sizes. The big one is quite large, so it's really high. I like this smallest one, I think the most. It comes from Asia, from tropical biome. It's really cool. Then we have the fig trees. Many continents, looking really cool. I love the texture of those leaves. I think that they are really beautiful. It comes again in 3 sizes. Really cool plant. I used it a lot in my zoo when I was building it. Then we have this Korean pine, a really cool tree. I love this middle one so much. I think that the texture of those needles is so beautiful. Oh, maybe it was too close, but just look at those branches and those needles. Really cool. Like, this is a really beautiful plant. So those are the big trees. Okay, I need to stop my game because there's some fighting going on. And then we have the smaller ones. These pieces I already showed you guys. So this is the like grass roof panel, really cool. Then we have the sunflowers, 3 different options. You have 1 sunflower, then 3, and then 5. Also really beautiful things. And then you have tons and tons of those meadow flowers that you can use to create those beautiful meadows. This is the highlight of this pack, the meadows and creating them with those. They were in all the trailers, all the promotional things for this pack, so they really did such an amazing job with them. We have so many different kinds. This is the aster in 3 different sizes. All of them come in 3 different sizes. This is the cornflower, again a bit like more blue one. Then we have the meadow buttercup, large, medium, and small, also beautiful. This is the oxy daisy, one of my favorites. I really love it. Then we have the pine cushion flower, also large, medium, and small. As you can see, there are a lot of them. Then you have the poppy, red poppy, large, medium, and small. Also really beautiful. It looks so good on those meadows. Then again a yellow one, but this is the teak seed. And this is my favorite. Like, this grass is so good. This is the Yorkshire fog grass. It looks so beautiful. I will be using it in all my enclosures because I think it is just exceptional. It looks so good. And yeah, again in 3 different sizes. So those are all the new plants added to the game with this new pack. There are some that come with the free update, but I will do the other video on a free update, and then you will see the new foliage that comes for free. You don't need to buy a DLC to get those. Okay guys, so this is all when it comes to this showcase of the new DLC. I hope you enjoyed that. Here you can see what you can create with the new pack. So we have the meadow, like I did it. I think it took me around, I don't know, 3 minutes to do it because of how well those flowers blend together. And those are the new structural pieces that you can build with. So yeah, I really love this new DLC. I hope you guys will enjoy it as well. The animals are so well made, all of them. The models looks just beautiful. For me, the standouts are the Amur Leopard and the Przewalski horse for sure. When it comes to the new foliage, I am just in love with all those trees and all those meadow flowers. I can see people like creating very cool stuff with it. And also those like wooden beams and pieces are so useful and versatile that I cannot wait to use them. And also the those 3D printed walls are so cool. And of course, what I love the most about this pack are the backstage pieces that I should have somewhere in here. For example, those shovels. Finally, we have those. We have those here. Or here we can see some other and some, examples on how you can actually use them. Okay guys, let me go back here to this nice view. I hope you enjoyed today's showcase. If you did, please consider to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That would really mean a world to me, and you won't miss any of my future uploads. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big thumbs up down below. Ring the bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. And of course, comment down below. I would love to hear what is your favorite animal added to the game with this new conservation pack, and also if you like the new pieces, the building pieces added to the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!